society. Basically it is telling, just in a generic way, if you find Dasyu, you have to kill Dasyu because he is going to create a disturbance in the society. In the same way, if someone becomes a Rakshas, you have to kill that person because he is going to kill other people or create a disturbance in the society. So there is nothing like someone is a Christian, someone is a Hindu, or someone belongs to a particular sect, go and attack that person. There is nothing like that in Vedas. Interestingly, so we have seen Purush Sukta. That Purush Sukta basically doesn't mean what generally people of other religion and sect think about Hinduism. We have seen Das, Dasyu or Rakshas. It doesn't mean what people think and the way it is interpreted in the modern society. Let's see some of the Vedic, from regard to some of the words and the meaning that are given in the book. Very interesting to see here why in Hinduism so many gods and goddesses have taken birth. And every day you can find new people or some new kind of god and goddess coming and or taking birth. Let's see the word Sachi. Sachi means speech, wisdom, action. This is yogic. So my viewers, you might have seen in the previous presentation, all Vedic words are yogic. But in logic terms, which is in the worldly terms of today, it is called Indra's wife. So you all can understand what I want to communicate here. Sachi has meaning speech, wisdom and action. Now this is scientifically, it can be used scientifically. But modern day, if I say Sachi, it is Indra's wife. So how things have changed from yogic to logic. Similarly, Asura, Vratra, it's cloud. We call it Rakshas. That's why you see so many serials and you see Rakshas in those serials. Asur, they call it Asur. Ahi is again cloud in Vedic terms. But we call it serpent nowadays. So imagine if a person like me or some common man is reading Vedas and they go by only the logic side. Indra's wife, Rakshas, serpent, mountain, clarified butter, poison, stone, flow of current, dancing girl. So they will see dancing girls in the Vedas. But when you know, after seeing this presentation and going through the books yourself, scriptures yourself, you will say, it's a cloud, water, speech, night, anything with motion, like go. It means there is some kind of a science which is going inside in the Vedas. Or it is talking about the nature, right? It's not talking about proper noun. Similarly, this is very interesting. Indra is sun and Om in Vedas, which means one omniscient god. In logic, it becomes a name of a person. There is a god called Indra, and if you watch television serials, you might be seeing this god. And people actually believe on those serials that something like that happened in the real life. But nothing like that actually happened, or it might have happened. There is nothing like that in the past, present, and future. In all the three tenses, nothing like that will be there. Shiva, again, proper noun, it becomes a name of a person, but the Shiva is basically omniscient God. So if you see Brahma, Vishnu, Ganesh, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, they are the name of the same consciousness. It's the name of the God. But in proper noun, they basically become name of a person, and that's why you might see Brahma, then Saraswati, Shiva, then Parvati, then Vishnu, Lakshmi, and all different relations. Big family has been created out of thin air. So, the Vedic Sanskrit is different from classical Sanskrit, and this forms the demise of our Hinduism. I am myself a Hindu, I don't belong to any other religion, but I am telling you the truth which I was able to find after going through our scriptures. What has happened, the evolution of a language has gone in the negative direction. Done. So, what has happened? Nowadays, Sanskrit scholars are reading Amar Kosh, where the words and their meanings are very limited. So let's say, if you read, sorry, there is a Vach, 57 synonyms of word Vach, speech, like Gau, Dhara, Saraswati, Bharti, Uma, Nana, Suparna, etc. In Amar Kosh, which is a lexicon of classical Sanskrit, that is logic Sanskrit, we are left with only 12 words. Similarly, water, which has 101 names in Vedic Sanskrit, is left with 27 names in logic, 37 names in Megha, in Nightu, but in Amar, that is Lokik, only 15, 26 names in Vedic and 2 in Lokik. So imagine, in Nightu, you have more meanings of the word, but in Amar Kosh, you have very few meanings of the word. If someone is trying to interpret, considering Amar Kosha, they don't have any option. They are limited with the word power. But if someone is trying to interpret the same mantra by using Nightu, you will be able to expand your horizon, and you can present or explain the mantra in a proper way. Vastra is used in different form in different language. The word has been used in Rig Veda in following occasion: 10.119.4, Vasareva 1.33.2. All commentators of Veda agree the word is used for cow, but this is not found in Amar Kosha. Imagine if we are interpreting these Vedic mantras by using Amar Kosh, there will be a totally different meaning, because Amar Kosh doesn't have this word and the meaning for them. This same word is used in French, Spanish, Portuguese and Italian language in slightly different form. In French, it is vach. In Spanish, vein. In Portuguese, vache. In Italian, la vache. Likewise, in language of Europe, word go or go is used to say cow in English. Swedish, ko. Danish, ko. Dutch, ko. Gir, ko. Coming back to the distinction between Vedic and Lokik word, clearly indicated by the fact that Patanjali, the author of the Mahabhashya, makes 2 separate categories of these 2 types of word. And he clearly says, Kesham Shabdanam, Lokikanam, Vedikanam cha. Then he further remarks, Negam Ashach, Rudi Bhav Bashach. Thus he states unambiguously that unambiguous terms that there are Vedic words, which are yogic, and Rudi are also basically yogic words. So there is nothing like Rudi or modern day words, the way the Sanskrit is used in a modern day in Vedas. The Patanjali draws a line of demarcation between the Vedic and Lokik words. It becomes more lucid and clear when we compare the meaning of some words which are common in both the languages. So according to Nightu, if you see 3.50, the word Kanva is a common noun, being a synonym of Medhavin, that is intelligent. So Kanva is a common noun, which is a synonym of Medhavin, the intelligent. While in the common language, it's a proper noun, the name of Kanav Rishi. So we all might be familiar with the Kanav Rishi. So if we go into Vedas and read Kanav, and if we don't know Nightu, alright, or the right way of interpreting Vedic mantras, we are going to come up with the name of a sage there, and then we again start with the family of that sage. But if you know that it is used for intelligence, there is a science which is in that mantra. Ahi means cloud in the Nirukt, while it is synonym of serpent, which we have already seen. Nightu 1.12 and Nirukt 2.22. Purusha means water, where in modern Sanskrit it denotes human excreta. So if we go into Vedas and someone doesn't know the actual Nightu and how to interpret Vedic mantra, they will see that, oh, it's a shit basically in Vedic mantras. Kanva, Vana, Gritsa and Utsik are proper nouns in the common language, denoting some persons, while all these are synonym of Medhavin according to Nightu 3.15 in the Vedas. Similarly, Kurvaha, plural of Kuru, means doer, that is performing priest, Nightu 3.18, while the same indicate person or countries belonging to Kuru family in common Sanskrit. So some of the people, they say, oh, Kuru is there in Vedas. It basically Kurukshetra, or it is referring to some Kuru family. There is nothing like that in Vedas. See, Vedas apply logic, let's say logic and reasoning which Rishi Dayanand has given to the word, and somehow the word rejected because it looks like people don't want to use logic and reasoning. I'm going to take 1 minute out of this presentation, and I'm going to give a formula again, which I have given in the previous 6 or 7 presentation. 5 properties: omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, just, and bliss. These have to be the 5 properties of anything which you want to call as God, right? If God is not all powerful means He doesn't need angels. Like our respected Prophet Muhammad used to see angel, or let's say Jesus Christ used to talk with angel, right? God will never require this. If God is truly omnipotent, all powerful, he or she should be able to do his job himself or herself, right? Second, omniscient. So God has to be all knowledgeable. It's not like, let's say if you go through Quran, one there is a contradiction, other side it says, okay, the previous verse is no more applicable, I gave a new verse, right? It cannot happen. If God says something once, that's the final word. It cannot be like I explained in the previous presentation, that if Eve, who didn't make any mistake, somehow Adam ate the